Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, yes, tamu sana. Yes. About a week ago now, Francis Kimemia, actually, who served as the secretary to the cabinet during Mwai Kibaki's administration, told Kenyans about the deep state and the system. And Francis Kimemia made it clear that a candidate that is supported by the system or the deep state sometimes becomes very, very hard to beat that candidate. That was about a week ago. So yesterday, another former comptroller of State House during Moi regime, Franklin Bett, also added his voice to this whole thing of the deep state. In this case, during an interview with the Star newspaper, Franklin Bett actually went to the extent of warning William Ruto against the deep state. Bett made it clear to Ruto that the deep state will definitely vanquish his 2022 presidential bid and ambition. So in this video today, I want us to have a look at an extract of that video as reported by the Star newspaper, after which we are going to dissect it and see what all this thing of the deep state is all about. What does it mean politically? That's our analysis and discussion. So let's have a look at the extract of the Star newspaper. Former powerful State House comptroller during the Nyayo era, Franklin Bett said the deep state is real and likely to vanquish DP William Ruto. In an exclusive interview with the Star, Bett described the formidable influence of the deep state, also known as the system, in presidential succession. It extends from high in the government down to assistant chiefs at the grassroots, he said. That's Franklin Bett as reported by the Star newspaper. Yes. So Franklin Bett is also just coming out to talk about the influence of the deep state and the system. Something that is also similar to what also Francis Kimemia insinuated about a week ago now. And if you ask any Raila supporter, they know what a deep state or system can do. Because it's very clear that in 2007, Raila Odinga won the presidential election. There is no doubt about that. But nonetheless, as Kenyans woke the following morning, the results were totally different. Then in 2013, it's also a fact that no candidate attained the 50+1%. But nonetheless, numbers were cooked and added up, and somebody just got or attained the 50+1% vote. And then also in 2017 election, the Supreme Court had to annul the presidential election, but still, eventually, the deep state and the system had their way. So in a nutshell, it's very, very hard to beat the system and also to beat the deep state. Very, very hard. So William Ruto, I think, is just being warned here that he has to be very, very careful, because most likely the deep state will vanquish his presidential bid next year. But if you look at the case of William Ruto, I tend to believe that it's a different kind of a ball game. Because where William Ruto stands as of now, I don't think that William Ruto has the numbers to win a presidential election, be it fairly or unfairly. I'm not just seeing William Ruto's numbers adding up. And in this case, ladies and gentlemen, we might find for the first time the deep state supporting a candidate who has clearly the support among Kenyans. In this case, ladies and gentlemen, assuming the Oka team combines effort with Raila Amolo Odinga, And then with Uhuru Kenyatta's blessings, even without the deep state or the system, I don't see any chance of William Ruto winning that election. I don't see that kind of a situation. In fact, going by the current political situation in our country, we might find a candidate that is going to be propelled by this group of the handshake team winning by a very, very big margin, a margin of over 75%. I'm saying that without any iota of a doubt at all. Because as of now, you know, NASA coalition, the one we know, it's alleged that in these previous elections, they have been winning election. It's alleged that in 2013, NASA won the election, and also in 2017, NASA won the election. But the system nonetheless denied them victory. So assuming today, NASA comes together, they regroup together. Even without the system itself, I'm not seeing a situation of them being beaten by anybody. And then to add salt to injury, assuming now our President Uhuru Kenyatta also throws its weight behind this group or behind this team, where is William Ruto going to get the numbers? I'm seeing a zero possibility. He's not going to get the numbers. In fact, let me also add this, that as we head towards 2022 election, and this is something I've been repeating in this YouTube channel, and I'll repeat it till the election day. As we are heading towards 2022 election, people will vote, and I stand to be corrected after voting. I'm seeing a situation, ladies and gentlemen, I'm seeing a likely situation where most likely William Ruto will only get votes. And I want you to listen to me. William Ruto most likely, as the way I'm seeing now politics starting to get charged, William Ruto will most likely get votes among just a section of the Kalenjin population. I'm saying that without a iota of a doubt. Because previous results have shown us, ladies and gentlemen, that any candidate contesting a presidency for the very first time, unless you are supported by the system, that candidate only manages, if he's lucky enough, to get votes from his own ethnic backyard. And William Ruto, from where I sit, is not going to be an exception. He's not going to be an exception. And let me also state here categorically today that most of these Tanga leaders, these ones you are seeing hanging around William Ruto, this one moving back and forth, all these members of parliament, most likely the Uhuru wave, or rather the handshake wave, will wipe and sweep them out of their current parliamentary seats. I'm saying that with a lot of confidence. So what does this mean for William Ruto? My only advice, what I can tell William Ruto, is that in 2022, most likely he has lost it. He cannot win 2022 presidential election. He can't win it. So William Ruto should start preparing himself maybe for 2027 or maybe even 2032. Because for 2022, that one is too soon for him to take. He can't win that. He can't win that. And this is what Franklin Bett is just trying to insinuate. But Franklin Bett is now bringing the whole idea of the system. But from where I sit, the way politics I'm seeing being planned as of today, it will be very, very hard for William Ruto to win 2022 presidential election. It will be very, very hard. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, just as I did mention, I don't know whether I mentioned it or not, but if you have just bumped on this YouTube channel for the very, very first time, kindly subscribe, but also give this video a like. Give it a like, please. Give it a like. Yes. And to those who are watching us outside of Kenya, for the very, very first time, kindly subscribe and also give this video a like. But most importantly, drop a comment and let us know from which part of the globe you are also watching us from. Drop a comment and let us know from which part of the globe you are watching us from. To our esteemed fans and subscribers in this YouTube channel, I'm very, very much humbled with the kind of support you are giving me here. Continue giving these videos likes, continue dropping your comments, because those are the only parameters YouTube uses to make sure this video of ours reaches a wider audience. The message here, we must pass it to as many audience as possible. Kenya is our country, and we must make this country great. God bless you. God bless Kenya. Tamu sana, yes, tamu sana.